Alright, so this is BanG iceberg. So far, I'm probably not gonna do the entire thing without a ton more research, but alright, 2015 creation, the original creation, which is when the entire series launched. We have the title, obviously. We have the anime, which season 1, obviously, is what mostly got the series off the ground, besides the obvious game and anything else tied to it after the beginning. Pico, we have the very short videos, around 3 minutes each, just random adventures with characters. The third, that's basically what Reza Stalin was before they got a real name during their live concerts. Mandatory, that's what the original designs were and what the story was meant to be. Live concerts, it is what it sounds like. The voice actresses performed live concerts as the characters. Collabs, there have been many collabs, most notably with Hololive, Chainsaw Man, the Persona 5, of course, and a few others. Argo Novice, that's supposed to be the side branch of BanG, where the characters are male, but that just failed. It was supposed to be like a side M. Episode of Rosalia, that is live concerts done by Rosalia, 2 parts of them. And Amy's departure has a lot going for it, mostly just she suffered from a certain virus and then she terminated her contract just to get better health while focused on her. On to the second layer, we got the tip of the iceberg. Art style changes, those are during the 6th anniversary. They've smoothed out the art style, so most of the colors now start to blend better. Yukina and Rand's fathers, they're the only fathers we see in the game, in the series in general, and the very few male characters to exist in the universe. Characters with no hobbies or least favorite foods, there's an interesting list. Tai, Kokoro, Masking, Tsugumo, and Tomoe have no least favorite foods, while Ran, Yukina, and Seo have no hobbies. But it was also interesting to mention that Misaki doesn't really have hobbies, as the other characters would know. Glitter and green refers to the band that is often forgotten. They are mostly just known for being there to encourage the main characters at Pop and Party, and that's about it. Bushido and Boppin', those are two phrases. Bushido belongs to Eve because she is obsessed with samurais and Japanese culture. Boppin' belongs to Hina because she's just weird. And she just finds it cool to say. Neo Fantasy Online, or NFO, it's a MMO JRPG where they do MMO things like fight bosses and I don't know what else to describe it as. LEGO is one of the biggest and most recognizable parts of Bandori recently due to the anime dropping and the game getting the characters. And 3, we have third layer, we have Eureka Endo. She is Eureka retired. Not much else that I can really find or really wanted to look for. Limited songs and server exclusive songs. The exclusive songs are mostly just language barrier songs or songs that just haven't been brought to other servers, such as God Knows, and some collab songs. But most of those are either gone on the other versions or just won't be in the other ones. Akisaka, the voice actor behind Rinko, she went deaf twice suddenly, so she got rid of her contract. Eureka, I finally figured out what she did, but she terminated her contract for health reasons. Awade, expert, the song is level 27 and it's notoriously difficult with the note spamming. Megitsune was added to JP, was added before the JP server. This is mostly just the EN or Global getting it first, and which was an odd choice. Cover songs with questionable lyrics. This mostly goes around the song from Black Lagoon, covered by Afterglow, where there's quite a few cuss words or something in there. Perio's hair color and wigs. Hair colors are wigs. She changes her wigs basically depending on how she really feels, and that's mostly just depending on what day or who she might run into or hope to run into. Little Busters and Alchemy removed from EN. Those were removed because of trademarks expiring, copyright issues, all kinds of things. Acoustic versions of poppin' party songs, that is poppin' on an album released with those. Haro Happy, YG genre range that it is, about how they keep going to different genres, mostly because they want to make everybody happy. Pandora names are based on areas in Japan. It's mostly just cities, districts, and other places. A flow was skipped. The flow was skipped for very odd reasons on the global version. The layer and masking are their VAs in character form. It's not really that easy to find any information on this. Maya uses masculine first-person pronouns. Maya uses masculine pronouns in first person because she is a tomboy and she loves to tinker with things. Ashira's VA started at voicing her at 15. This is mostly because the agency saw a lot of talent in her and decided to basically have her voice one of the main characters for one of the BanG spin-offs of some sort. And some of the series going on onto the fifth layer, starting with Chispa. That is the band Saya belonged to before she left and eventually joined Poppin' Party. Himari's bass, very rare and discontinued. It is what it said. How tall is Marina? She is the same height as Ran Misaki Renko, which is 157 centimeters. Lisa's brother. Basically, her brother was mentioned out of nowhere and sort of disappeared just because there was a lot of backlash. Himari's sister. She has an older sister. Due to his intelligence, it's kind of a meme at this point because she is not known for being the smartest. Just mostly threatens people and speaks broken English sometimes. GBP wrestling ad. This was with Kenny Omega playing Bandori during a wrestling match. Yukina's BA is a pro wrestler, was a pro wrestler. Yeah, she was a very good wrestler. All guitars and that keyboardists used are discontinued models. Eve, same as the Himari problem. On to the next layer, virtual band. Those are just Bandori VTubers. Pastel, oldest band in age. Couldn't really find much information on it, but they were probably considered before Poppin' Party, or they were added after. Then Vivid Canvas, side band with no songs whatsoever. Raises during Beta Dory, it's mentioned somewhere in there that Raises is an all-male band that was 30 years before the events. Evelina, that's Eve's full name. Warehouse Party, that is the original Poppin' Party name before they settled on it. Determination Sympathy is about death of a loved one. The song is very sad and it's supposed to be talking about moving on and grieving. Pandora's Initial Failure, we have Beta Dory, which didn't really go anywhere. So they had to relaunch the series after consideration. Now show she gets brain cancer and the only way she can feel happy is dancing. So she does anything she can to. Sarah wanted to erase Hina from her life. This refers to how annoyed she is by her twin and just doesn't like it. Doesn't like being bugged all the time because she's so serious. Kasumi was originally depressed. This refers to Beta Dory, which Kasumi was depressed until she figured out about the star beats and gathered a band. On to the last layer, why Shibun Senbon Sakura wasn't a Korean version. It's because it shared way too many similarities to Imperial Times, Feudal Japan, whatever. Forbidden Mocha card, it's what's on the layer there. It's a glitched Mocha card that nobody could get because the Dream Fest was broken. Higumi is a possible abuse victim. This is because she has a rough home life and she is yelled at by her father for doing sports because she is more masculine than he thought she should be. Saya's original backstory was her father collapsed in the middle of an important event and she blamed it on herself during Beta Dory. Ran with Lisa's bass, that's referring to cut content. Same with Sale with white guitar chibi, found on the cutting room floor after people dug up the files for it. Members of Haro Happy have almost died multiple times. This refers to multiple events in the story of Pico and some of the anime because Kokoto is a blonde, golden hair, rich woman, and she is not the smartest, so she doesn't make good decisions, kills off her band almost multiple times.